Up, knocks the blitz on, but watch this route by Neighbors. Post, back to the corner.
He's already jawing at the secondary of the Panthers.
Right, he's just getting a little glance route right here, inside.
They were wondering about the confidence level because he got beat up a little bit in New York. Talk about Daniel Jones.
Right out the gate, man-to-man coverage, and this is where they're looking to have a big game today. Dobbs is the guy, that matchup.
For some reason, he bites on a slant and go, and Geno Smith was rolling out. I mean, that's one of those situations.
But we talked about attacking when Snead is not in the game. You see Sutton, with the out and up.
The go-to guy all day has been Smith and Jig, but watch, he sells the out, up, and just that double move. Ball's put on the money.
Stood out in our chat with Sauce Gardner. He mentioned meetings this year, the corners and the safety.
He sends out the big package.
On the play.
Well, they are just as happy with Jahan Dotson getting the opportunity against Kaiir Elam, and it wasn't that Elam.
Not to call man-to-man, he called zone, and Marvin Harrison finds that spot. Ike Adams slips.
I mean, this is where Drake May wanted to go. They want to try to isolate.
Job on the outside by Justin Jefferson as they put him in motion. Tyreek Stevenson trying to keep up with them and just lay it out there, which is what he's able to do.
Marvin Harrison flexed those new muscles. This is the matchup. Kool-Aid versus Marvin Harrison, and they're just hand fighting. That's legal. Look at him track the ball.
Well, you can see just a lapse in coverage. You see Marcus Jones, not sure based on his
Coverage against Booty.
Well, the Patriots, their defense, they went to more of a tight man-to-man coverage. I know that looks like man, but the Raiders.
This is an outstanding job. A tight split, widen them, and then take the roof off on a post route. And
Wish he just would have caught it what it was. Smacked him in the face, like you said. Yeah, see, he catches him with that right hand, and just a really nice, we used to call that a shake 7. So you sell the post. Just let's take a look going down.
It's just a great job by him getting up, feeling the leverage. He's so patient.
Remember we were talking about the battle they had down the field? Look at that. It wasn't even started, and Wiggins is looking back. What a move on the outside by CeeDee Lamb. Almost nobody can stay with him, and not a...
Does on this play is he has contact with Joe Flacco, eye contact right there. He sees him start to sprint out to the right, and he just...
I love this play. Decent route, getting off coverage here on Amos, the rookie, and then high points it.
This is really well done, and we've seen both guys, matched up one-on-one outside. Better positioning by Greg Newsome on this one. It gets to Jamar Chase, it hits him. He's got his hand in there, but you got to have your guys make their plays.
Austin really, he's done a nice job in coverage. He's only allowed.
Again, you give it up to Arthur Smith. A little play action. Calvin Austin just slips Brandon Stevens there.
For a first.
Yeah, I love the route. I mean, incredible, but hopefully we can see this replay. You could see it too, working on Flott here. He's had a few challenges here early. And
one game, we've been talking about how they're going to establish that. And then he goes up and over the top to his newly paid wide receiver, Garrett Wilson, with a...
That's a first down for the Rams at their 48.
Big third down conversion for the Rams as they're trying to...
And watch the speedy Trey Tucker in the slot run right by.
And in the pocket, working on Phillips. Debo pushes off a little bit.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be kind of even on both sides of the ball. I'm glad the officials letting them play like in this situation. You can see, if anything, it might have been a little offensive.
Really nice job by J.C. Horn, kind of hiding out, bait.
Thing, we'll show you the catch on the outside, but Joe Burrow in the pocket. The pocket is collapsing around him, and he stands in there and throws.
Somehow he's laying on the ground and ends up with it. 4 different players.
The offseason and a lot of the stories that are written in the paper and the magazines.
Let's see, and that's what you talked about, Andrew. There's the adjustment, ball in hand, 1 down. 2 down, absolutely.
Beautiful.
And here's the thing. Everyone's talking about Daniel Jones.
So often, but this time they miss.
Yeah, just out here tracking down on a Debo, the free agent corner. from the Saints.
On a beautiful route on Davis. Look at how he gets Davis to jump into the inside. Davis's eyes in the backfield.
That's just a big-time double move there by Ricky Pearsall. And now if you're San Francisco...
Drive continues.
Yeah, that's just man coverage. Igbenogany, excuse me. Always pretty good coverage, but also a little bit of an underthrow. Lattimore kind of opens the gate and lets him run deep.
Out of Pickens is he extends his arms to make catches. If he did not hear, he would have had that ball stripped.
They were going for Higgins. Durant was right there to pick it up. And they review every turnover.
Incredible catch. I think he barely out.
Look at this.
Let's see. One in for sure. Two. His feet were in, but
third round
his
pick.
tutties just hit outside.
How about this? Are they high on this kid? Look at this.
I mean, his catch radius, that shows off his skill level. I was watching some of the plays and some of the catches he made. It's impressive. They're going to get him time. He just missed a little too much time.
So his first NFL catch.
Christian Benford has just done this since the beginning. When he came in at 22 as a 6th-round pick, nobody would have ever believed the impact that he would have at the cornerback position.
A lot of miscommunications on the deep throws. Here's one. The deep corner route has to be a perfect throw up over the top. Nice extension.
That's it. Those contested throws, those balls on the sideline in the end zone, he could end up being the difference.
Touchdown flagged for 15 after.
So it's just going to be a deep cross, but you're going to see an all-out pressure. It's man-to-man, no safety help on the back end. Great crossover route by Johnston.
They got a little interesting right about there. I think they were sort of pushing almost equally, and the officials probably saw the same thing, so no call.
See, we talked about how Chicago's shorthanded with, and then the pass to the outside to DJ Moore. This route is exceptional, and the confidence in which Caleb Williams hits his back foot, comes up.
And Zay Flowers, who became Baltimore's first Pro Bowler ever in the 29 years, up as if he's blocking, a little hesitation, and then he's going to leak down the sideline. They get the sell, the Chargers bite. Easy throw for the walk-in touchdown.
He really has. I mean, they've been able to make some plays when they've had the opportunities. The Bears have failed to capitalize at times when they could have.
And make a diving catch. That is tremendous. That guy has done so much catching the ball, yards after the catch, but you can tell Josh Allen just trusts him in a way he doesn't really anybody else. Right here in the middle, watch the move in front of his face, the double move, then in behind. Now he's got to try and figure it out. Hits him right on the back of the... They had Cole Bishop blitz from the farthest I've ever seen anybody blitz from, and he had absolutely no chance. The other safety comes running over the top, Taylor Rapp, and left no...
And Sean McDermott was telling us about Coleman when we visited with him on Friday. Maybe the guy who's grown the most on the team. He really had a plan when he left here. He was not up here during the offseason, but they kept getting videos of the...
7, Kurt.
Well, those guys know each other, but you're going to see a little out route here by McConkey. Grabs the corner. Nobody left on the back end as they try to combo the man coverage. Easy. He gets by his defender over there, just a little out of his reach. Nice hesitation, great route runner. He had that drop early on the 3rd down, the easy throw on the stop route, but since then, he's been the go-to guy for Pat.
There was a whole lot of hum baby on that one. Dalton Kincaid zipped it in front of the safety.
To bring up a 4th down, and Mahomes and the Chiefs are sticking out there as Dante Jackson with the excellent stop on Thornton.
Jordan Davis has been on the field a lot. Ferguson, terrific full one-handed grab there.
Was better with the play action than the Chargers last year. See the tight end sneak out, running the corner route, flatten it underneath the corner on the outside, and another.
Ball is a yard and a half or so short. Is this the opportunity now where you just push it twice? When you go, we're going to win the game with our best play.
Work, and now the Chiefs are calling timeout again.
Those two guys know each other really well. One-step slice route. Bring the blitz to the left-hand side. Great pickup, just a one-on-one. Way too soft for that.
Doesn't see Odunze on the post. And once they take away the inside breaking route, he comes right down as best throw of the night. You're going to see that Moore comes off the ball. He gets jammed up a little bit, so the timing is off. And Caleb then in the pump.
So many times you get in these little tight formations and they get confused as to whose man it is going across the formation. And remember this, when you're in your home state.
Missed a corner route when he had a big window in that zone coverage, but Isaiah Rodgers, this is a pretty tight between he and the safety. That ball has to be perfect, which it was. I mean, he fit.
Go for two again as Jones is on the receiving end.
Yeah, Noah Sewell, who's, again, is starting tonight because of injuries. He's forced to try to run with him one-on-one. He's anticipating a quick out.
Of 7 yards.
Yeah, really nice route here by Zacchaeus as he comes in motion and then pivots back out, and he creates some separation then off the line of scrimmage and a ball that's thrown on the money.
I'm going to say that you've got choices to make everywhere here. Your defense hasn't exactly been stopping the Buffalo Bills either. Jackson, and it was a big one. A little bit of a late, poorly timed throw. CD, could not or did not do successfully a season ago. Scramble to the right, all the way back left, get out, turn his body, and watch CD come back inside. Right down the middle of the field, and it looked like it was thrown to Hamilton when he threw it. And if Kyle had broken up just a little bit, he might
have been out of the end zone. That's right. Yeah, that's the key, because otherwise it doesn't much matter, but he's going to have to boom one.
First things first.
Working out of the inside, in the slot. It's just a little wheel route. Look, he sells like he's going to the flat and then turns it up the sideline for the young corner, Green. Smith-Njigba catches this ball, but every day they talk play his hands all the way through the ground. And
gain of 23 and a first down.
I brought this up to Chris Shula during the week about Devontae Adams because a year ago they were. Well, this is excellent time in the pocket, allowing Stafford to set up in there. You get a couple of runs early on, and then you get the play action. Right in the middle, he's going to just run up and run a dig. You'll see Adams working across. Watch the timing of it. As soon as he comes out of the throw.
Wicks is right here. He's going to set a pick, and you're going to see Reed come right outside. You know it's man-to-man, so all you got to do is make Arnold bubble around and take the wrong angle.
Just watch the timing. Pearsall doesn't even have his head turned around yet, and this ball's already 10 yards in the air, and that's what allows that ball to get up and down. And you see him, he's the flat defender, but he gets just enough depth to get his hand on that ball because he's got Jackson Smith-Njigba open, but it's that deflection.
Offensive play.
Riley Moss, again, absolutely no panic. Watch him. He gets beat. He gets turned. No panic. Fights through the push-off. Watch the sticky coverage. Even from off coverage here, his eyes, his technique, the way he can plant. Hustle all the way across the field. But Gary Colbert, the receiver coach, is going to be happy about this, too. He gets stunned.
Get it back. The Texans ended up with the recovery.
But my goodness, that was close. Right on the fringe, right? Of a complete 1, 2.
And there D'Amico throws the
I think
throws the challenge flag. So well, it's the backside. You got Nakua and Adams to the right. So the defense is going to focus on those two.
Great job. And you see Goff went through everybody multiple times. Condensed formation or condensed area of the field right here.
Yeah, when the ball came out of Purdy's hand, I thought it was a touchdown. Floated a little bit on him, and that's all Woolen needed to get that left hand.
Ooh. And when you're playing opposite Pat Surtain, you're going to get your fair share of opportunities to make plays on the football. And you got to be a little off in your head to play this game in general. You got to be a little.
You're going to see him work on Walker one-on-one, move around, and that's where the vision, the eyes are on the quarterback.
All over the yard, and he looks like he can do it from anywhere on the diamond. And look at the rally right here. Ridley, that's him. The stop and start.
by Smith and Jigba. I think Sam Darnold just got rid of this ball a little too soon. You're going to see he tries to get him on the out and up, the little wheel. Sam Darnold had a really clean, so they tried it with the handoff. That put him in second and reasonable. But look how deep these safeties are. There's so much space in the middle of the field. Yeah, nice job there by Purdy. He worked all the way back across his progression. Tight window throw.
Right in the slot, and if you're Stafford, having Adams matched up on the linebacker, you're going to take that every time.
Picks up 24 and a first down.
Well, they catch him in a cover two. The corner sits tight, so there's a window. Hutchinson's able to come up with that catch.
This trade, quarterbacks throw interceptions. When someone gets around them and disrupts it, is that?
Well, you mentioned Kittle has been the Seahawks killer over the years. Just a really nice design. You see Juwan Jennings.
Well, he's tough and he's stout. The former Iowa Hawkeye, he knows how to play those quick out routes. He knows offenses are looking to dot the ball on the sidelines to get out of bounds quickly and save time. And they love his raw talent and ability coming out of Stanford. He's a willing blocker. They're expecting him.
The Lions, play action, deep out.
They dragged that left foot.
Yep, and that's why they're trying to get up and snap the ball. Would have really come. Watch, you're going to see Kraft come right in here and be wide open. Right there, he could have had an easy pitch and catch. Ball's just 1 inch too high.
Could be 34 yards for.
They're going to pressure from the left side. That opens up a huge window.
20.
And Kevin, great protection that time. That allows Stroud to work the field and find Higgins. You know what I like best about that? After Higgins catches the ball.
And rookie year, all 17 games, he played outside corner. So he's no stranger to going up and high pointing a football like this.
On third down by quarterback Matthew Stafford.
Great wrap route by Nakua. Watch underneath. All of a sudden you get the reaction of the underneath defender.
We have two safeties wide. Go to the middle. And right here, you'll see you're going to go ahead and get right up inside there. And what a throw by Jordan Love and Kraft.
Just a quick throw to the outside to Nakua, who's lined up in the slot. You see Adams on the outside running the curl.
Here's another man-to-man. See how they line up right next to him? You've got to go win your matchups before the pressure gets to the quarterback, and Wicks does a great job, one of the better man-to-man routes.
When we talk about growth from year 1 to year 2, we've seen 2 rollouts to the left. They're breaking some.
Johnson had it in his hands. Look at the placement, Ross. You asked for that. Back shoulder as he's coming down. Buddha, of course, finishes.
Out here at the Dome.
Great play by Harrison here. I wanted to fade. They run the man beater, the mesh route. This is designed for him. This is designed for him to get involved. Battle on the perimeter with Kool-Aid. On top of him, looking back, that's beautiful.
By Deebo Samuel. This is what they were expecting when they traded for him to become the
play here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is Kool-Aid versus the #1 target for the Cardinals and Trey McBride, and Kool-Aid has to put his hands on him.
Down the field, just hasn't been the crispest of throws. Neighbors on Amos, the rookie, kind of gets both hands on it.
Fast receivers, and you got to respect that speed. I've covered Rashid Shaheed, and when he is running full speed, I would be Max Melton.
Working on fly, just a deep square out, perfectly thrown. Just on a simple outcut on Flott. And the ball's a little bit inside. On a double post. Ertz on one and then Brown on the other. We called that topper. 2 posts.
Think of the Steelers offense and you think of DK Metcalf going up and mossing somebody. You don't necessarily.
Drake May putting this ball where only Douglas could get to it. Officials confirming that he did have control, clearly in bounds. Touchdown, New England.
The chemistry. Watch number 9, Booty. And it's zone coverage. Drake May leads him away from the linebacker who was dropped. Look at Malcolm. I believe that's Malcolm Kuntz on the edge. And then he's supposed to drop in coverage. They line up Max Crosby to the other side. Kuntz, he falls down, and Drake May, he easily spots.
Pretty sight if you're a Saints fan. Chris Olave's back on the field. He is silky smooth in his routes, working on Max Melton there.
Same page, obviously. College teammates. Garrett Wilson's just going to run a little quick out. Fields puts the ball on him, maybe a little bit behind.
Yeah, get everybody involved. You have 2 rookies with tremendous physical talents. Dante Thornton.
In the NFL the last 2 years, you see the motion there, the easy matchup. They got to play him closer today. This guy's going to probably lead the team in targets.
And how about that right off the bat?
Yeah, and with a huge play here, Kevin mentioned how big this is right there. And Cam Taylor-Britt, you got to move your feet.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts definitely has to get involved. He's so athletic. You see the size. You see the ability. Stiff arm. Gets around Dennis. And there's the Buka on the outside. Mike Evans takes up Jesse Bates to safety. He bites on
that ball out. One-on-one down here on the bottom of your screen. Now watch. He's got outside leverage right here. Pull.
Yeah, really nice job. You get your running back split out into that slot. We've talked a little bit with Chase Brown on the opposite side being able to do that, but there's still
receiving duo is out there.
Well, I don't know what's in the water at LSU, but it's something special when it comes to receivers. Thomas last year, 87 catches.
Drake London one-on-one with Jamel Dean. Talked about his body control. You see how he bodies him out. If he's gonna spin and body out, Antoine Winfield Jr., I think he's the only one that recognized that there's a possibility they can take a shot. Plays right through the hands of Casey Washington.
Just on the double move, the out and up, and just can't quite get that second foot in bounds. And that's a throw that Bryce Young wishes he had. Push it back inside.
There is a big arm of Michael Penix. Ray McLeod, the best route runner for the Falcons. And you see how Michael Penix zipped that
middle of the field. You're clearing this out, and this guy coming on a deep in-cutting route. It's, a day one 7-step installation. Started with great protection. De'Ami Brown and the accurate.
There's Kadero Hodge. He's running a go route. Jamel Dean smartly just plays off. No contact constitutes a pass interference.
Watch when he makes this catch. There's two guys on his outside, and how he puts the brakes on right away. Brooks actually falls down trying to make the tackle. Then he runs through Dotson's tackle after that. This is a tight end who's moving like a running.
This perfect. It is a little pick route here. Then he's going to loop around, and they've got it set up perfectly. Watch Hunter Renfrow find himself some time. Wide open, just an underthrown ball. And Lewis just gets there in time right as the ball arrives.
Yeah, they're just playing a little zone coverage right here. So he is a flat defender sitting out here. Look at him. Flat, turning it back into the inside. They can't get. Obviously, we're just trying to get Thomas in the slot right there. You're trying to get him on the out route. A little combination. Hunter taking the coverage off, and it's just really, really nicely covered.
Evans had a step on A.J. Terrell. Got away with a nice little push off. Nothing wrong there, and Baker just overthrew him.
Job snagging that, and then this right down the seam. Murray with a big hit. Perfect timing on Renfrow. Look at that bow of
the NFL today, but unfortunately he's got Denzel Ward on. So I'm already just working at the top. Just a nice release off the line of scrimmage right there. That's a nice easy throw catch. Again, another big throw by Joe Burrow. A big cushion on the outside. Kind of interesting to see that soft with that distance to go. Yeah, it's one of those big guys. Does a lot in the run game, so nice to see him getting an opportunity in the pass game. He's running the end. He knows he's going to take that shot. And almost the exact play design and really the same coverage. You press outside a little bit, you're open, and here comes the safety. And I think that was one. Yeah, great to see him just kind of bouncing back after that tough season last year. I mean, he's off to a good start there middle of the year, and then that injury keeps him out of the line.
There's Emeka Egbuka. Baker Mayfield trying to get him involved. He had the touchdown reception in the first half. I don't know, Kenny. It looks like he had possession. He's holding on. He's holding on. The knee is down.
Well, that was what I thought initially.
Yeah.
Now Raheem Morris will challenge. I thought that he made the catch and then the knee hit
right
before the ball came out.
Yeah, I'm with you. Takes 2 steps, goes down. When his knee touches, he is possessing the football. It looks like a completion.
Got a lot of guys on this defensive side of the ball. We're starting to see the athleticism show up. He's one of those guys.
Picks up 14 yards on this play.
And Ray McLeod is another person who's made the most of his opportunities running those intermediate. And we know that's going to be there. Baker Mayfield knows that's going to be there. Watts read that beautifully. He jumped it so well that he actually had to turn back.
Caution, don't you? Because, Jason, this is lined up for Charvarius Ward to come flying at it. And instead he's like, no, got to be careful with that because the cheetah can make a move and go. Charvarius Ward approached him perfectly and got him on the ground. Temerity to go across the middle. There is space there, isn't there?
And that's exactly where Tua wants to go. And Zaire Franklin there got to stay inside out as he's going to jam Connor. Gets a little bit over his skis. He's able to slip in.
What do you think?
That's close. And you hear the fans going nuts. And the reason why is Minkah does get his feet.
This is going on because here comes Jamar Chase into the flat. This is into that area right there. I'm going to let that chase go, but then I'm going to have to chase this chase. I think I'm going to err.
29-yard difference between the potential sack and the penalty yardage.
Yeah, it took a little times. He's just going to run a drift back inside one-on-one, but he didn't get his head around in the preseason. Look at his head snap right there. Ball delivered on.
Mike Gesicki right here. Remember, he's a tight end, but really a wide receiver by trade. Just runs a nice little curl out route.
Let's take a look at zone defense. And Diablo almost has an interception. That is a nice job. There's Sterling Shepard. Makes a nice completion, and we had a great time.
You mentioned this a little bit before. It's important to get your guys going early on in the game, and a nice easy completion to Tyreek Hill right there. It gets his juices flowing. Roll for the Miami Dolphins, and this right here is a good job by him. In the red zone, you always hear DB coaches and different people saying, oh, he gets away with a little tug there, but you always say turn and look for the ball. But right here, down.
The protection, excellent up front. Has plenty of time to let this develop on a little stick nod to the outside and puts it right.